Let's talk about one of the most common linear measuring instruments available in the markets. So that instrument is known as scales. So here in this picture, you can see that I'm showing you the scale picture wherein it is having something is written over on it. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to the 15, and one thing is written over here in alphabets. So it is cm. So cm stand for centimeter. So herein you can see that using this particular scale I can measure from 0 to 15 centimeter. Maximum I can measure using this particular scale is 15 centimeter. So how can I actually do that? So I'm having this particular specimen in green, or I would say uh, this specimen I have already specified. So if I wanted to measure one of the dimension, or I would say this length of this specimen, so how I can actually do that? I will place my scale parallel to my specimen and look at the dimension. So my specimen is actually of 2 centimeter length. So this is what I already specified. So if I go into the market and look at how many different kind of material these scales are available. So these scales are actually available as plastic or wood, or sometime some people are actually using the steel alloys metallic scales. So this instrument, if I wanted to measure the dimension, so minimum I can measure using this particular specimen, or I would say measuring instrument, is 1 mm. So this instrument comes under the classification of non-precise measuring instrument. That means that beyond the decimal place I can't measure using this particular instrument. So if I wanted to measure further beyond the decimal place, so I have to look at some further instruments that will be covering in further videos. So let me come to the least count of this particular instrument. So what do you mean by least count first? So least count is the minimum I can measure using a particular instrument. So here my instrument is scale. So if I actually zoomed the view in between 0 and 1 centimeter, here I am showing you using my cursor. So here is the zoomed view of my scale in between 0 and 1. So herein you can see that if I count the number of division in between 0 and 1, so how many it is? So first is this, just adjacent to 0, then next is 2, then next is 3, and if I count up to this point, so it is 5 division, and further if I calculate further, so up to 1 it is having 10 division. So 0 stand for 0 centimeter, 1 stand for 1 centimeter, as centimeter is already written on this particular scale. So that means within 0 and 1, that means 1 centimeter, how many division I am having? So it is 10. So if I calculate the 1 division, so how much is the 1 division equal to? So 10 division is equal to 10 centimeter, sorry, 1 centimeter. So 10 division is equal to 1 centimeter, and 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. So if 10 division is equal to 10 mm, so how much would be the 1 division? 1 division is equal to 10 mm divided by 10. So that would be equal to 1 mm. So how much minimum I can measure using this particular scale? It is equal to 1 mm. So this is what is all about least count. Least count means the minimum I can measure using a particular instrument. So this is how we can actually calculate. So it is equal to the scale reading divided by the number of division on the scale. So scale here, it is actually is 1 centimeter, and if I actually divide that by the number of division within the scale, so here in between 0 and 1, how many division I am having? Again 10. So if I divide 10 mm by 10, so the answer is 1 mm. So that means the minimum I can measure using this particular scale is equal to 1 mm. So this is all about the scale. Now in the upcoming videos, or I would say upcoming classes, we'll be learning about the precise measuring instrument. So minimum I can measure using this particular scale is only 1 centimeter, 1 mm. So suppose if I wanted to measure beyond 1 mm, say first decimal place, second decimal place, so how can I actually do that? For that, I actually need more precise measuring instruments. So these are some of the examples are vernier caliper, micrometer. So that we'll be covering in next videos. Thank you. Happy learning.